Hello. So today we're gonna make these awesome sauce cookies that I saw, and then I'm gonna give them to people at Ballet. I feel really awkward right now. I've never done a full-length video before, so while I'm doing this, I'm probably gonna talk about how awesome Tulsa Ballet has been. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I'm supposed to do is put all the dry ingredients together. So I will go find those. Okay, so we have my flour, which I'm spilling all over myself. That's okay. I also have this fire Oklahoma cutting board. There's another one. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna fit here. It might just be. I'm already spilling it in the bowl. We're gonna use the little one. Okay, so I've completed 1 week at Tulsa Ballet. Wait, why did I scrape that into the bowl? That was really super. We're gonna dump that back in there. Oh my gosh, I'm already making a mess. Okay, so I completed 1 week at Tulsa Ballet. And usually what I do is I get there 30 minutes early, and then I like stretch and stuff, and then I do ballet for like 2.5 hours, and then I have point, and then the schedule kind of rotates around, but I do a lot of different things. Okay, I think my favorite teacher so far is this guy named Jonathan. He told us not to call him Mr. Jonathan because he thinks that's weird. I don't know, but wait, where's the teaspoons? He also doesn't like us to like bow to him like most ballet teachers do, because he's like, I'm not your idol, don't bow to me. Yeah. Okay, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. I had to go buy like all this stuff because at an Airbnb they didn't have this stuff, so it's all fresh. But yeah, he told us not to bow to him because he's not an idol. But usually in ballet you're supposed to like bow to your teachers at the end, so it does feel really awkward to like not bow to the teacher. It's okay. He's the contemporary teacher, so he's kind of, you know, quirky and different. But he's really nice. I like him. Okay, so now I need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So there's also this other teacher that I'm kind of scared of. Not actually scared of, but like, I don't know. He's from Argentina, and I don't really understand his accent that much. But he also like has some weird story that you can associate with anything anyone ever says. It's kind of interesting. That's a oopsies. Let's do 2 of these. Yeah. But for conditioning we can have like yoga mats so we don't like start hurting on the floor, I guess. I don't know. And this one girl didn't bring one, and then she tried to keep her like warm-ups on, which you're not really. Why is it chunky? There's chunks in here. You're not really supposed to wear warm-ups for ballet because it's like they can't see your lines and stuff. So even for conditioning, they don't really want you to wear it. And so she asked if she could wear her like hoodie, and he was like, "No, you can lay on it though." She was like, "No, I'm just gonna keep it on." And then he had this so awesome story about how whenever he was in the French Revolution ballet, apparently they had a live horse. I don't know what that was. Apparently they had a live horse, and the horse just like, his exact words were, "Horse dookie all over stage." Yeah, and then he said he rolled in it in his white costume. he very proudly told us all about how the show must go on. And he told us about how it was like dripping down his arm and stuff. So that's really awesome. I'm glad he's so proud. Okay, so we don't have a whisk, so this is my whisk. We're just gonna use a fork, and I'm gonna not fling it everywhere. I'm gonna like be gentle. I'm sure this sounds lovely. That's beautiful. Okay, so here's the drying ingredients. Yeah. So now I need to find another bowl for the wet ingredients, but I don't think there is another bowl, so we're gonna go on a scavenger hunt. Okay, so I think this is the best we have. Okay, so we did in fact find a bowl. And then we have another bowl. This one is special, it doesn't get hot. Yeah. So now I gotta find the butter. I don't know where I set it. Oh, it's propped up. It's propped up right here. Okay, so now this is propped up with salt. Yeah. So we have the butter. And I need a half a cup, so that's just one stick, I think. Yes. Okay, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I remember I did talk about the horse dookie guy. There's also this teacher that's from France, and so I love his accent. It makes me really happy. And he's really funny. He teaches character, and he taught ballet one day, and then he taught contemporary one day. He just kind of does everything, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, I can understand his accent pretty well. There's also this other French teacher, but she only sounds French whenever she's saying like the ballet terminology. Otherwise, she just sounds American. There's also this Russian teacher that I actually can't understand. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. There's a lot of different accents, and I can usually understand them decently, just not her. And not when the Argentina guy talks really fast. Okay, so I melted the butter. I think it kind of started cooking a little bit, but it's okay because I opened the microwave and it was like bubbling. It's okay. So yeah, since I don't like this bowl anymore, it's actually just for the microwave. Putting it into this bowl. Okay, now I gotta see how much sugar I need. And I keep having to cut this video because my iPad is dead and I can't film on that, so I have to like stop and look at the recipe. Okay, so I need a third cup of brown sugar and half a cup of regular sugar. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this, but it's okay. So I have these big old like thingamabobs instead of like regular scissors. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, so partnering is interesting because they kind of just force the boys to partner a million times, which like I get it, but at the same time it's kind of sad for them, not gonna lie. But the person I had to partner with, he was in like, the highest level, so he actually like knew what he was doing for the most part, so that was really nice for me. That just like popped in there. Okay. But he was also really tall and was kind of dragging me, but it's okay. I'm just mixing this with a fork yet again because I don't have a spatula. You can't really see it, but I'll show you. Boom. Yeah. Cool. Wait. So we didn't really do that much, honestly, in partnering because we only had it one time because the boys partner at a different level every day of the week. So we just did like waltz turns, and I low-key almost like flew off the stage, but I didn't, so it's okay. Okay, so now we're on my iPad, and it looks different, but just pretend it's the same. Okay, wait, I need to see it. Wait. Beautiful, I'll just stand for me. Okay, so my iPad is probably gonna die because it is only at 25%, but it's okay. And my iPad doesn't hold the charge, like ever. Okay. But yeah, I'm really glad that I don't have the lunch plan at this thing and I just have my own lunch because the line for like the lunch that they have usually takes 45 minutes for like the last person to get through. And lunch is like an hour, so yeah. I think I did a half a actually. I don't remember. But yeah. So I just like skipped the line because I have my own food that my mom packed for me because she loves me so much. Yeah, this kind of just looks like some sort of like slimy stuff now. I don't really know. It's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna like go into halfway down with my middle splits on the 6 points, so like it's actually 2 minutes back. Yeah. That didn't do anything. Oh well. Okay, so we have this now. Okay, so I have to find the recipe again. I got it off Pinterest. Yeah. Okay, so I'm supposed to mix it until it's combined. I think it's combined with my little fork. So now I need an egg. So I'm gonna go on a scavenger hunt for that. Beautiful. Okay, so also, in the studio that I'm in for my most of my intensive, because they kind of keep us in one room for the most part, though I did change on the last day. There's like it's basically the stage, but there's also like a mirror there on the back of the wall, and they can move a curtain to like make it the actual performance stage or the like dance studio class thingamabob. But there's a clock there that's in one of the wings, and so I do in fact try to make sure my spot is always next to that because I like to see what time it is and know how much longer I'm in class, because even though it's fun, sometimes I like start dying and kind of am ready for lunch. Yeah, I don't know what this little white part was, but I got rid of that. But yeah, so I do kind of like look for that because I like to know what time it is, and it was kind of like throwing me off not knowing what time it was whenever I was in a different studio because there wasn't really a window that was good enough to see what it was outside. And then there was no clock, so I didn't know the time, and it was like kind of making me feel weird because I didn't know what time it was. Yeah, okay, so we combined this. Now I think I need flour. We gotta see how much we need. Okay, a teaspoon. That's a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon. Okay. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Open that one. I'm gonna move this so I don't spill it. Yeah. Oh wait, I already egged it. Also, I haven't in fact been eating with my Invisalign in on my snack breaks because when I only have a 15-minute break and I have to walk all the way out to the lobby to get my snack, and then I don't really have time to take it out and rinse it out and then put it back in and then walk back. So I just eat with it in. But it's okay because I take really good care of things. It's okay. Okay, I almost put a tablespoon in. Look, yeah, like putting extra vanilla in the. Wait, no, that's a kind of supposed to do. Gotcha. I'll put a little extra because I even like to have flavor. I feel like most people have a flavor in it sometimes. I didn't actually feel like a couple times the extra time. That was just like a little bit in the thing. I wasn't doing like crazy. Don't worry. I'll hold it like this so you can see it. My bangs are moving a bit. Okay, now I smell like vanilla. Yeah, really fun. Oh, we gotta see what we need now. I'm supposed to be using a silicone spatula. So this is not a whisk anymore, it's a spatula. Okay, I was supposed to dump the dry ingredients into here, but don't think that's gonna fit. So we're gonna put that into the dry ingredients. Okay. So yes, got this. Yeah, we had like a nutrition lecture, I guess is what it's called. And they kept talking about how they want you to like eat really well and stuff. And then they had Domino's pizza as like the meal plan one day, and I was like, bro, how do you want them to eat good if you're giving them Domino's pizza? But you do you. And then sometimes they don't have enough snacks, I feel like, for the people who are dorming. They like, eat a lot. But oh well. I went to the welcome dinner because if you aren't doing their housing, you can just sign up for their activities, and it was really fun. I met some people from like a girl from Japan, I met a girl from South Africa. They were all really nice. And then we played Mafia, which I had never actually played it before, so I was kind of scared because I didn't want to be picked for anything and not know what to do. But yeah, it was fun. And then we had ice cream, and then we played that game where you're supposed to like say a phrase, but you say it like angry, sad, in like different ways. I wasn't very good at it, but it's okay. It was fun though. And then I talked about jorts with this one kid, and we became best USCs over our love for jorts. I'll wash my hands. There we go. Okay, I low-key don't think I'm getting all of this out, but my spatula isn't working. Okay, it's okay. This doesn't really seem like super battery, it's just like weird. I don't know. Maybe this would fit in this little hole. I don't know actually. We'll see. But I'll put some of it in there and see if I mix this with the leftover bits in the hole, and then once it's mixed, I put it back in the big hole. I think that'll work. Or I might have just wasted more batter. No, that's okay. Oh, they had some of their pro company come and dance with us in our levels, and it was really fun because they low-key forgot the combination. One of them forgot the combination one time, and it made me feel like, oh, it's okay if I forget the combination 20 times because the pro forgot it. I'm usually good at remembering combinations, but sometimes at the bar I just forget to like memorize them, and so I just rely on the person in front of me. I'm very good at strategically picking my spot on the bar. It's a skill. Mom, yeah. Is there a spatula? Turn around.
Oh, it's there. Is that stuff that's?
Oh, I got you.
What kind of spatula do you make?
A rubber one.
Okay.
Wait, there was a whisk. I didn't see that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told you there wasn't because I assumed there was.
You're okay, pal. Okay, this is my spatula still then. Looking, I might wash my hands again and then just mix it with my hands. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, no more spatula. You're done with the spatula. Okay, fire. Okay, these cookies are gonna be really beautiful, trust. I kind of wish I made more like dough because this isn't actually as much as I thought it was gonna be, and it looks like it's gonna make like 4 cookies. It's okay. Maybe it'll be more once I like add the chocolate chips, or I can just make a whole other batch of it or something. I don't know. Or I can just eat them all and not give them to my friends. That's also an option. It's really sticky. I don't know if I should add more flour. Yeah. Maybe I should give a cookie to the scary teacher, and then he'll like me and not scare me during conditioning. I don't know how this man who's in like his 50s maybe. Has over middle splits. Like, that's kind of scary because I don't have my full middle splits. Trust, I'll get them eventually. But he likes to show them off at any given moment. Like, he likes to just remind people that he has them. Which honestly, if I was a man in my 50s who had my middle splits, I would also tell everyone that I know. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta get this on my hands. Okay. I'm doing awesome. Okay. We're gonna mix that in. Okay, now I guess I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna learn to be a pro editor after this. Editing all of this out. They randomly decided they were gonna have Free Dress Friday where you could wear whatever color leotard you want. But the thing is, since they just decided while people were already here, like how are people gonna get leotards? Like if you don't live here, how do you get a leotard? Okay, I'm just gonna put some chocolate chips in there until my heart is content. Because that's what I want to do. Okay. Why is that in bread? We gotta get these things that look like pliers out again. Actually, they look like those garden thingamabops. I don't know what they're called. And I don't know if they're actually for gardening, but that's how they're registered in my mind. That feels right. Some of my friends don't really like chocolate that much, and then I was trying to be considerate of that and be like, I shouldn't put too many in there. But then again, they're not the ones making these, so they can just be grateful. I thought of them. I love my friends, and I hope they love my cookies. Okay, this cookie dough is actually beautiful. It's like a masterpiece. I was gonna just use the chocolate chips as the eyes, but then I realized that wouldn't be enough chocolate chips. I don't think this is enough chocolate chips, to be honest. It feels like a really sad amount. So we'll put a little more in. Okay, we're mixing it. Yeah. So since I'm walking there, sometimes they don't really tell us exactly what we need. So we'll have to haul a bunch of stuff over there because they said we wouldn't need our tutus this week, and then we're like, actually you do need it for variation. And they're like, actually never mind, we don't want you to use it. No, after we haul it over there. Okay. I low-key don't really care that much about the cactus tutu. A lot of people really want to use it, but I don't get the hype. It's just a tutu. Yeah, so we have this now. Now I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do next. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna clean up for a minute. Now I have to use my 6 skills to shape these like a bear. I don't know how long that's gonna go, but that's okay. I like this sticky stuff. Okay, sometimes I feel really stupid talking to a camera. This thing won't work. Here we go. Okay, so in contemporary, we actually did this thing where we choreographed our own dance, but we had to spell your name in your dance. So your first name you had to spell with your upper body, but your last name you had to spell with your lower body. It was interesting. It was interesting for sure. And then you had to go into a group of 4 and combine it with other people. But I want to stop. Yeah, okay. I don't really know how I'm gonna shape this like a bear. I didn't really think this part through, but this looks like a very like round spoon, so that's what we're gonna use. I don't know if I want to make it like little or if I want to like actually use my hands again. It's okay. Hopefully by the time people are watching this video, that if they're my friends watching it, they'll have already eaten the cookies and they'll be like scared by how many times I touched the cookie dough. Plus, I don't think many of my friends from this will actually know about my awesome sauce YouTube channel, because I don't really tell people except for like a few close friends. Okay, so oh wait, yeah, I can't just make a circle. I have to make the little ears. So, I have a little circle. And then I make a little. Does this look like an ear? I don't know. I don't know if the ears are more rounded or more like long. That feels right. That looks great. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna put a chocolate chip in one of the ears, but hopefully that I'm actually. Bro, my iPad. Wait, still running? Ew, I don't know if it's stopped or not, but my iPad went down to 10%, so it stopped filming for a second, or it just made me think it did. I don't really know, but it's okay. Okay, I think I have one bear done. Possibly. Oh, he's wonky. He is very wonky. It's okay. Okay, so this is what the first one looks like. Okay, so we're back to this filming setup because my iPad is like dead. So yeah, I did make like 3 more and they're kind of wonky, but it'll get better as I learn. I hope. It's okay. If they don't work out as cookies, as like bear cookies, I could just rip the ears off and then they'd just be cookies. Or I can just pretend like I didn't purposely shape them, and then my friends will be like, wait, it kind of looks like a bear. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I did not notice that. That's so funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I was thinking about giving them to like making cookies for my whole like group, but then I don't really know them all. And there's like 25 in my group. I think there's actually 24 or 23. And I didn't want to like deal with that, you know. So it's just for my friends, or if someone comes up to me and starts pleading and begging for a cookie. Plus, I don't know if they'd be okay with me like distributing them to like everyone. They might think I was like poisoning them. I don't know. They're kind of strict about like, I don't know what they'd be called, but they're safety rules. Like, you have to like, your parents have to like sign a thing that says you can check yourself in and out if you're like 15 or older. It might be 14 or older, I'm honestly not sure. But yeah. It does sound like I'm kind of complaining about this intensive, but I actually really like it, and it's really fun and awesome. For our variation, we're doing the Princess Florine Bluebird variation, which is really fun. A lot of people don't like that one because it's like easier, but I personally think it's fun. It's like a nice little, I've seen it before, so it's like, I kind of like have it in my mind. I haven't actually like performed it or anything, but I like know what it is, so I feel like comfortable with it. But I think we'll like do a different one after the first 2 weeks. I've only done 1 week so far, but it's technically 2 separate sessions or intensives, I guess. And I'm just signed up for both of them, which probably like half the people are signed up for both of them. The first one's 2 weeks and the second one is 3 weeks. Makes it 5 weeks. But yeah, there's like a showcase at the end of the 3 weeks that people's parents can come and watch, or they can just do it and have other people's parents watch them. But yeah, it's kind of been nice already like having class on the stage, because then I know what the stage feels like and I don't have to be like shocked. For some reason they do have the performance on like a different day than like regular class has been, which is different than my last intensives, because their performance was like the same day as like regular intensive stuff. So I just thought that was interesting. I made this bear too big. Yeah, get rid of some of it. It's gonna be petite now. I've noticed some people like sew their point shoes different than I like had ever seen before, and maybe it's normal and I just don't know. But they like sew their ribbons on the outside of their shoe, even though like I always have mine sewn. I make my dad sew mine on the inside of my shoe, so it's like you don't see it. But you know, maybe that's just their preference. Good for them. I just thought it was interesting. Also, usually at intensive the hip hop is like more chill and like the fun class, because like most like stereotypically at an intensive, the ballet, if it's a ballet intensive, everyone's like a ballet dancer, and sometimes contemporary, because this one has a lot of contemporary. And so hip hop is just kind of for funsies, but this guy took it very seriously. He made us dance battle for water. Yeah, we didn't get to have water until we won a dance battle, which is kind of funny to look back on, but it was kind of scary in the moment. But it's okay. It wasn't that bad. I'm kind of running out of space for these cookies, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. I feel like squish them. It'll be okay. Also, there's this teacher, Mr. Chong, and he was on like my schedule for one of the days, and then the Argentina guy taught that day, and I was like genuinely convinced for a second. Like, I was like, how is this guy from Argentina? Why is his name Chong? Like, it just didn't sound like an Argentina name, you know. But turns out Mr. Chong was just sick, and they had to get a different teacher to teach that day, and he didn't like tell us. But it's okay. Also, people get there so early compared to what my other intensives were. Like, people literally get there like, some people get there an hour early. And I'm like, I get there 30 minutes early because that's all I need to take my warm-ups off and warm up. That's literally all I need. I do not need, like, an hour or more. Because if I'm gonna, in my personal opinion, if I'm gonna be there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. doing dance, obviously we have lunch break and stuff. Like, I do not need to be there another 30 minutes early. I need the sleep. And if I'm not at 100% for my first 10 minutes of my ballet class, like, it'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. I kind of was freaking out the first day. I thought I was gonna like somehow be late because the line was out the door, but they just had extra time factored in because they knew it was gonna take a long time. The owner seems really, really nice and involved compared to like some owners I've seen. Cause like, or she's not owner, I guess she's like school director or something like that. But she like teaches some of the classes, and then she kind of just comes and like watches a lot of the classes. She kind of just like spawns out of nowhere and just like stares at you. But she always has a big smile on her face and seems like really happy to be there. So that's good. Some of the other teachers kind of do that. They just like spawn out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay, I have like a bunch of cookie dough left and I have no space. So I guess I'm gonna make another batch. Or I can just like eat it, I guess. I don't really know, we'll see. Let me make this last one. I might be able to fit one more. No, I don't think so. It's okay. It's gonna be beautiful. I forgot to preheat the oven. Oopsies. It'll be okay. Okay, this last bear is really wonky, but it's okay, he's just special. Okay, so this time we're gonna use a real whisk. Because last time I didn't. I know how to use the fork, you know. So, I'm just gonna I lost the recipe because I made the mistake of not saving it and then closing the app because it was on Pinterest. So we're just gonna put some water in here. And put some powdered sugar in here. And I'll put some vanilla. And hope for the best. And it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna start putting more and more powdered sugar in here. Right now it's just like still liquidy. So we'll put only a little bit in. That feels right. So yeah, one's kind of like hardened a little bit because it will have to last overnight since I will not be getting up at like 6 a.m. to ice these. No, thank you. That's probably good. Why did I put so much water in here? I really didn't need that much. Okay, it's starting to like become a little bit weird. It's kind of becoming thick. Kind of. Not really that thick. I will not need this much icing. Why did I do this? I just realized that I don't think I have black food coloring because I need black for the eyes. I guess I'll just have blue eyes or something. Because I have red to make like the little cheeks, and then this will be white for like the nose part. It's okay. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna need like little bowls, I feel like, but I don't know if I have little bowls or not. Oh, I'm making a mess. It's okay, it's gonna be awesome. Also, there's this kid at Intensive that can do like every trick possible. Like he can do flips, he can do aerial, front handspring, back handspring, headspring, and I used to be able to do a bunch of stuff, but then I had to quit going to tumbling because my tumbling coach couldn't do Saturdays anymore. And then it's been a couple months and I like forgot how to do everything. So maybe I should try to like reteach myself how to do it all, you know? Relearn. Because who needs a tumbling coach when you have ginger powers? Yeah, okay, the thing is becoming more and more like icing. You can't see it. I keep doing that. But you can't see it. I know that. I just keep forgetting that you can't see it. It's gonna be very sweet icing. So sweet, like me. So sweet of me to make cookies for my friends. But some of them I've only known a week. I feel like you become friends with people so quickly at this, and then you're forced to spend so many hours with them that like it feels like you've known them like years. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Because, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like I've known my friends there for a million bazillion years now. Even though I have not known them a million bazillion years. Okay. I think I added way too much vanilla. But honestly, it's not that bad because there's so much sugar in this that you don't really, it doesn't seem like bitter or anything. It's literally just sugar, water, and vanilla. Though it isn't white anymore, it's kind of like brownish. But it's okay because it's a bear and the bear can be brown. Okay, I like this consistency, but I think it has to be thicker so it like hardens on the cookies. Why did I put so much water in here? I should just put like 2 drops of water. Okay, it's starting to become the consistency that I want. That's better. I like that. I like it. Okay, we just need a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, and then I'll see if this starts hardening. What would be really sad is if this started hardening and I had to like add water and stuff all over. It does kind of like oobleck if you've ever used that. But yeah, I'll continue this once my cookies are done. So they're not really bears anymore. They're just blobs. So, just pretend they're bears and they'll be beautiful. Maybe I can still draw a face on them. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna perform surgery on them and cut them to look correct because I'm not giving up yet. So here's this one that seems somewhat salvageable. And I'm gonna just like cut it. Okay, so here's how they look now that I cut them. I kind of fixed them. Okay, so now I'm gonna find something to put the icing in so I can like dye it different colors. Since I don't have black and I didn't think that through and I don't really know how to get black, I think I'm gonna do like maybe blue for the nose, maybe? Or I could, we'll see. Or, I know the cheeks will still be pink. Okay, so this is how my beautiful bears turned out. They're quite special, but it's okay because they're just unique, I guess.